in high school, like not being circumcised, that like almost killed me.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
What the fuck?
I'm a f***ing animal! I'm a f***ing animal!
I said, because like every time I tend to spell cum, C-O-M-E, it goes under coke.
It's ironic because cum and coke don't usually go together.
That it does not.
Yeah, yep. I remember I hooked up with some chick on coke. Oh man, I heard that fucks up the pH levels and shit. Some chick told me that.
Hey, welcome to Complete Animals, episode 9. JD, that was all recorded right there.
I don't give a fuck. I like that. This is what the world needs to hear.
Okay, that's how we're going to start. And I like the way things are going already. Your energy seemed to have really picked up the last few minutes. I don't know what it was. We had a special guest come in that we're going to talk to later that kind of, it worked like coffee for JD.
She looking like the orange Fanta right there.
Okay. Want a Fanta. JD wants a Fanta. Welcome to Complete Animals, episode lucky number 9, baby. And
Ronaldo, baby.
Yeah, youtube.com/DJ Wonder if you want to find the rest of our joints. Last episode was called the Zen episode, and
I was dead tired. My brain was fried.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Trust me, nobody watched it because nobody cares. So I decided we needed 2 guests this week because nobody watches that crap. It's just us. All right,
I like
so
that.
we got to step it up. Dexter Hobbes is going to have to help us book some people because you're not helping any.
I am helping. I got people I'm booking for next week.
Okay, great. So anyway, check that out. Please go watch it. It's really actually a good episode. YouTube.com/DJ Wonder, episode 8. That was the Zen episode. But this is episode 9. And we want to have all of the new folks that are listening to us hit that subscribe button if you can. Let's talk about what we did last week. All right, man. Last week, I went to go see Beanie Siegel perform a racket in Miami. Have you seen seen Beanie Siegel lately, JD?
Ben, I heard his voice changed because I saw his video coming back at. I saw Nori this weekend actually. On Friday, I went to go grab a bite by myself. Actually, I'm all for that. And I saw Nori outside. You know, he saw me from afar. I had a weird outfit on. He was looking at me funny. I was like, oh shit, nigga did see me. So yeah, shout out to Nori, super thug. But yeah, I haven't seen Beanie Siegel. I saw the video. I heard his whole voice change. Why it changed? He got shot or something?
I don't know. Something. I mean, being in and out of jail and just living that life where you got to always watch your back, I guess it does something to you, man. I don't know. Or maybe drinking. That does it a lot to people as well.
Didn't he have
messes up your vocal cords?
Like a stroke or anything like that?
Why don't you just keep drinking that drink, JD? Maybe something will happen to you. And then you'll be able to empathize with some of these heroes out here.
That shit.
Let me tell you, it was good hearing Rockefeller bangers. Like,
did this guy just kick me off, bro? You motherfucker, you.
You're still on. It was good hearing Rockefeller bangers at like prime time, but now I know like what it sounds like when I DJ and like 21-year-olds are in there and they're looking at me like I'm playing Motown music. You ever feel like that in the club? Like the DJ is stuck in 2004?
Nah, not with me. I actually like old school bangers. I like to go out to listen to old school bangers for some reason, and then a little mix of new tracks. But it fits for everybody. Everybody's different.
All right. Let's introduce Dex Hobbes, one of our favorites.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
He's officially a member of the crew now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Shout him out.
Shout out to Dex Hobbes.
Come again,
Dex
what?
Hobbes,
it's not just you and me?
Dex Hobbes.
This is the glue, like trying to do a rap pack now?
Oh, well, listen, we said last episode was his last trial run, and he showed back up again.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I keep showing up. You know
I thought he had his own podcast.
Listen, man.
You got Don King's kid there?
I do. I got a lot of things going on, man. And
looking like Thundercat.
Looking like Thundercat.
Bro, I like this. I fuck with this guy. I like his music.
Bro.
Listen,
JD.
No, when he had dreads, he looked like Thundercat.
I can't listen. Everyone watching right now, I can't help what's going to happen moving forward. There's no editing that's going to happen, and things are getting a little tense already. You don't even know what happened right before this, but just keep watching.
This ain't Maury, bro.
Anyway, he called you Thundercat, and he called you Don King's son, Dex Hobbes.
He was like you know what? I don't even want to say it because you know what? I'm gonna be picking on JD. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say shit.
Hey, don't give me no light skin privilege.
Listen, light skin privilege.
Don't be giving me that shit.
All right, the reason I introduced Dex is because last Friday I played at the Sylvester again, one of my favorite places, and I guess one of Dex's favorite places. He decided to show up, and I'm sure he just poached another gig from me by showing up. Is that what happened, Dex?
100%. I'm actually playing the Sylvester tonight, so come see me play, and I'll be playing the Sylvester next Friday as well. after the next episode of Complete Animals. So you got me at the Sylvester 2 Fridays in a row.
Wow, that's exciting.
That's right.
All right, so that was one joint, and then Saturday I was at a spot called Baby Jane. We talked about that. It's where the rich Cuban mommies go. The nice, you can find yourself a divorcee that will pay for the rest of your summer. At Baby Jane. So come check that out the next time I play there.
Divorcee, I like that.
It was a little slow in the beginning, I will say, because people were watching the McGregor and Dustin Poirier fight. Did you guys see that one or hear about it? What, who's laughing? Did you see it?
Yo, dude, the thing that was funny about that fight was, did you see the meme of Dave Chappelle when he was playing Rick James crawling away? You motherfucker! He was crawling away.
I didn't see that one, but I get the picture.
They should have never gave y'all money. Like, he was crawling away, and they said that was McGregor. That meme was hilarious.
Yeah.
My man was on the floor talking smack.
Dex Hobbs lives the meme lifestyle in real life.
I gotta give him props though for what he did. That's ballsy. You got your shit broken. You're still promoting the next fight with that thick Irish accent, man. But yeah, fuck him though. I kept thinking about 50 Cent saying, "You can't do shit right, voice."
He must have been coked up or something. Cause
Yeah,
I don't know how
bro.
your leg could be snapped in half.
You're mad
and you're
confident.
thinking about talking smack. Like, his leg was in half. Most people will be sitting there in agony, holding their leg, and he didn't give a damn. Like, his leg was a right angle. And he was screaming at Poirier, like, yo, fuck you, like, and your wife. And I'm like, bro, your leg is literally a right angle.
Yeah, I don't understand how, like, Joe Rogan had, like, sat down next to him in the ring. Like, he
That's
had to
Joe
be,
Rogan for you.
But I'm saying he had to be in complete, like, agony. Your leg is broken. Or maybe he was just numbed up. Somehow the adrenaline was still flowing, so he didn't quite feel it yet. I don't know. I couldn't have
Hit in the
done
moment.
an interview. All right, let's talk about this weekend. Man, forget playing. I'm going to Disney World, my favorite place in the world. I'm going to Epcot.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun.
That's where I'm going on Saturday. Any of you guys ever drank around the world before? Dex, you ever drank around the world at Epcot?
Drink around the world. Is that like a drinking game?
Well, basically, you get a drink at each individual country around the old pavilion there in Epcot, and by the time you,
Oh, I never did. I never.
time
I
you get to
haven't-
Canada, it's a wrap. Let me
I
tell you.
haven't. I haven't gone to Disney World or Universal Studios as a 21-plus-year-old yet. Even though I'm 32, I went a bunch of times pre-21, and then I never went again. And I've been wanting to go for years now that I moved to Florida, and I still haven't been back up there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing that, and then I'm playing a nice little brunch courtesy of Ricky Padilla, one of the hottest promoters in Orlando, Florida. That's on Sunday morning, and I'm driving straight to Tampa to play Old Dirty Sundays. DJ Casper in Tampa, one of my favorite parties to play there as well. So that's what's happening with me. Dex, let's talk about you. I know you did a bunch of stuff. Did you play what's it called, Strawberry Moon or something this weekend?
I did.
Last weekend?
I played Strawberry Moon at the restaurant, and they hated me. And I'm never.
Yeah, dude, check this out. Dex Hobbs is the biggest promoter ever before a gig. He's like, bong, I'm gonna be here. And yo, he didn't even tell me about this. That's some place that
I kind of got that vibe. I wish I'd hit you up before.
Yeah, I wanted to play at this place, and he didn't. He like snuck this one in that he's playing there. He didn't let me know he knows anybody there. I like maybe offer me to play at some point, and then now we don't hear anything about it. There's no recap videos.
Were you dealing with
I killed it. I murdered it.
Were you dealing with strong
No,
personalities?
it was in the restaurant in Los de Vega. Los de la Vega. Los de la Vega had called me up to do the gig, and I went and did the gig. And it was a rough day. It was one of those days where I was DJing. It's like that meme I sent. I don't know if I sent it to you. I sent it to Los. It was like, what do you think about DJing? Some days it's great. Some days it's shit. You know what I'm saying? And like
He was like Monica, just one of those days.
yeah. And I had a really bad day that day. I literally shit myself at IKEA. So I had that gig, and no, this is a true story. Like, I had went to IKEA because I had just moved into this new beautiful building, beautiful apartment, very happy about it. And the furniture I wanted to order takes like 6 to 8 weeks to arrive. So I was like, you know what, let me go throw some throwaway shit from IKEA. I found out that IKEA delivers same day, so I took 2 trips to IKEA on Saturday and Sunday. I had went there on Saturday before the gig, and I went to buy something for the living room that people sit on, while I wait for the rest of the furniture to arrive. So I get there, and, I walk through IKEA, which, by the way, they're basically furniture communists or whatever, because they make you walk through the whole fucking maze.
It's a super maze.
You have to
man.
walk through the entire thing.
Listen, I don't know if it's every IKEA, but this is the one in Miami. It's like literally like Pan's Labyrinth. So watch out. Go ahead.
No, they're all designed like that.
Okay.
And basically, I had went there, and I was walking through that maze, and you know, it's fucked up because like they mentally program you to buy just tons of shit, because there's one point where you get to the middle of IKEA and they're like, grab a cart because you're gonna fill it up, and it's like they just told me that I'm gonna buy mad stuff, so I went and I grabbed the cart and I started filling the shit up. Next thing you know, I went to buy IKEA by myself, which I guess it's a no-no. You should always go with other people at IKEA.
That's like going to the grocery store hungry. You don't go to IKEA by yourself.
When you go to IKEA by yourself, you end up pushing like the little flatbed thing that they have at the end, and you end up pulling a shopping cart. So you're sitting there trying to pull all this furniture and shit through IKEA, through the warehouse. So what happened was I stopped at the famous cafe to get their Swedish meatballs and a few other things.
Say meatballs again?
So I went and got the fucking IKEA, main course or whatever their signature dish is.
You were chomping on some balls.
All right, listen.
That doesn't sound right, bro.
You need to relax,
Like
okay?
chomping.
So I went to IKEA and, I had ate at the cafe, drank like a Pepsi, and, I kept shopping. And then I had to go down to the warehouse to pick out stuff. You write down all the numbers. So I'm picking the things out. I'm sliding it, and I'm like, damn, is this going to fit in my car? Am I going to get it delivered? But make a long story even longer, I get to the front, and I go to the guy. I say, yo, is there a bathroom around here? Because my stomach started rumbling. And there was a bathroom right in front of me. He was like, dude, do not go to that bathroom right there. Go to the one by Rugs, because the one by Rugs is immaculate and that one is disgusting. And I was like, immaculate. Good looks, man. So I said, where's Rugs? He's like, just go inside, right by the fake plants, make a right, and then another left, and boom, you're in Rugs. First of all, it took me 12 minutes probably to get to Rugs.
To tell this story.
To tell this story. And then I had to really, really go. Mm-hmm. So I started running, and I could not make it. And the second I got through Rugs, and I had to stop and ask people, like, excuse me, where's fucking Rugs? And they're like, you got to keep going. I'm like, I didn't pass it yet. So I kept going and going and going. And this was the longest fucking journey to a bathroom I've ever experienced. And I got right to the fucking front of the bathroom, and I farted. But the fart was hot.
Oh my God.
And I was like, why was this so goddamn hot? And I got in the bathroom. I found out why.
Spicy ones.
It didn't end up on my legs. It didn't end up in my pants. But them Calvin Klein drawers was done, and they had to go. And I feel bad for whoever had to clean that bathroom. And you know what? I could not believe it. And I was in there, had to wipe my ass off, and I was like, this is the worst experience I've ever had. And I'm definitely calling everyone and telling them that this happened to me.
So how many rounds of paper towels you had to use?
Dude, I used half the fucking bin of paper towels to clean my ass. And I said, I'm getting the fuck out of here. But not until I get my mom fucking TV stand. And you know what? I went back. I got this shit. I said, I'm out of here. I paid TaskRabbit $43. And they said, we'll meet you at your house in about an hour and a half. I went home. I took a shower. And I called my boy. And I said, you would not believe what the fuck just happened to me. I was like, I shit myself at IKEA. He was like, why? What happened? I said, no. You don't understand what I'm saying. I literally shit myself at IKEA. And I'll probably never go back to IKEA ever again. And then...
Well,
after that,
you're definitely banned now that you told this story worldwide.
And then so
Swedish headquarters coming for you.
And then I played at Strawberry Moon. That's exactly what happened.
Okay. Well,
Saturday.
real quick, that was like the bad side of Notorious B.I.G.
Yep.
I got a story to tell. None of the good stuff. You just had only the bad stuff there. So that was
put
great.
That soundtrack over it.
Yeah, and then I put the instrumental into that whole story.
Yeah.
And then
you need to make that my trailer. Like I shit myself at IKEA. Like make that my trailer.
Pick that mic up a little bit there, Dex.
Yeah,
put it right in your mouth.
Terrible.
Pretend you're eating some IKEA meatballs. Put it right up there. And then I want you to tell us what they wanted at Strawberry Moon and what you provided that they didn't like.
They asked me for some hip hop. They said, "Can you play upbeat party music?" And I said, "Fine," but I didn't play the hip hop. And they didn't say anything the entire night. But then I heard the next day from Los, they was like, "Man, that wasn't it." I said, "Oh, it wasn't it?" I said, "All right, cool." You know what I mean? And the thing is that I actually am a hip hop DJ, and it's just like, the vibe seemed like it was off for me. Like, that wasn't that many people in front of me. There was a lot of people inside, but I couldn't hear inside, and it's my fault, right? I should have just been like, you know what, I'll just play the damn hip hop, whatever. But the vibe, it just didn't make sense. And you know what? Apparently he didn't like it. So that's my review. And
all right,
it was hot as hell, so I didn't want to do it.
Listen, no DJ gig is ever going to go well. Anybody listening right now, you ever think about this? If you take a dump on yourself during the day, it's never going to be good the rest of the night. So no matter how great it is, how well you do it, you're not going to do the best you can do. And then, yeah, dude, I don't know about. I don't like playing like trap stuff if at like a dinner environment.
I don't like it.
I understand that as well. So great story, Dex. We understand it's not your fault. It's not his fault, folks. Still keep booking him. All right, our favorite time, Dex. You ready for this? What do we do?
Yeah.
We asked JD, what did he do this weekend? I'm sure he has a real good story for
Oh
us.
shit! Here we go.
Friday was actually interesting. I ended up going to that spot where that incident happened a while back with the bottle girl with the accusations.
Mm-hmm.
So I walked in, minding my business. She went out of her way. She actually apologized to me, I'm not going to mention her name. She shook my hand. She said she wants to make peace. She had the thickest European accent, which explained the situation we had,
Mm-hmm.
And she bought me shots. Hey, thank you, but I'm good.
Oh.
That was interesting. And then went out this week.
He forgives, but he doesn't forget, ladies.
And Sunday was really interesting. That's a little fucked up. Went out with some girls, and one of them walked out with the lamb chops. She legit
Lamb chops.
rip it off and walked out of the establishment.
Lamb chops.
What kind of like feed a child women are you going out with? They didn't eat. They aren't able to eat lunch or something. What happened, man?
Hey, I say, come on. This time I was able to pull some strings, got food, and yeah, just that's about it. And then I had a wild weekend as usual, but yeah, let's skip to that.
What made the weekend so wild? I'm just curious because you always say I had a wild weekend. Like,
I don't know how to sum it up.
Like,
I just don't know how to sum it up. There's so much, man. I don't want to like make the story long. It was just
like, was it like Hangover wild where you woke up and there's a tiger in your room?
I appreciate that. I appreciate him summing it up, but we're missing a little bit. Like you always, if you look on JD's social media, if you're lucky enough, folks watching, to find out what his social media is, and you look on there and you'll see his stories, he's always around all of these women. They're kissing each other, but I never see them kiss him.
Why should I do that on my social
What
media? It's a
happens?
mind fuck. It's all a mind fuck. My social media's like, it's an entertainment. I need to show that. I like my private life.
Okay. Well, listen, it was also swim week in Miami this past weekend.
Which I missed and I regret it.
Did anybody go to any like parties? Dex, did you go to any parties? Or
No, I was just so busy
pooping your pants.
Yeah, shitting myself and moving my apartment that I decided that swim week is not really for me, man.
Yeah.
Not this year.
We're the coolest guys. Brazilian models, doesn't matter. We're doing fun things. We go to IKEA.
Here's my
move
take.
into apartments.
Here's
That's what
my
we do.
take on swim week. A lot of beautiful women. It's just they're babies, like 21, 23-year-old, and it's like, it's not really my suiting where I'm at in my life. It's interesting, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to look at.
I'll take it.
That's it. That's just how I look at it. So there's no really thrill and drive. It's a different era, you know what I mean? The social media thing. That's it.
Yeah. If when you're a male gigolo, you don't like anyone with a credit score under 750 and maybe about 20 years at their career.
If I found out, hold on a second.
Nick Cannon,
If
R. Kelly song,
if I
Gigolo.
found out JD was a gigolo, that shit would make so much sense. Like, honestly,
I think he is.
I think he could be a gigolo.
Why? Because I'm turned off by
Yo,
young
you're like,
girls?
because Deuce Bigelow, he wasn't that smart. You know what I mean?
Deuce Bigelow. Yo, that movie is disgusting, bro. That freaking actor.
You know.
What was his name again? Adam Sandler's
Rob
boy.
Schneider.
Rob
Rob Schneider.
Adam Sandler's boy.
Yeah.
No, man.
Deuce Bigelow, all you got to do is have a package and, like, look kind of half decent.
It's just a bunch of girls that are being like
Be a tool.
mind
you know what I
fucked
mean?
by a promoter. Like it's not it's not the vibe
Yo,
I'm on.
Gigolo's not a bad business to be in.
You
feel me?
I know some dudes would do it. Hey, good luck, but some of them end up in jail, man. I'm
All
good.
right. You know what
Oh,
else?
my God.
You know what else is a good business to be in is
Minding your own fucking business.
Oh,
How about that?
That was a good one,
That's
JD.
a good one. Yeah.
That was the most clever shit
Stay
I've
out
heard
the
you say in
fucking
6 months.
business.
Somebody clip that, please. JD, you got one. But a good business is the business of making people laugh. And also being a bartender as well. And this next guest, he does both of those things plus more. I heard he's like a world-class athlete as well. His name, Danny.
Man, I hate this guy. I wish I was like 6'4"
Danny
like
B,
him.
what up, baby? How you doing, Danny?
What's up, guys? I immediately regret being on this podcast.
Can we do we say the last name or we just say Danny Boy or Danny B?
You can say whatever. It's Danny Benavente is my full name, though.
Benavente. Well, the reason why I say that, your name on Instagram is Danny Cream City. Now,
Yes.
people know Cream City, they might know that's Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Is that right?
That's correct.
And-
but a lot of people have, they think it's perverted. You
like
know?
this guy over here definitely thinks that. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
he still looks like a porn director to me.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Dex.
Dex, I
A
don't
porn
know.
director. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is my volume all right, by the way? Is this good?
Yeah, you actually have great volume. The guy
Thank
next
you.
to you, I don't know if he quite gets it yet, but
I get it.
You're a pro, Danny. And so, are you from Milwaukee, or where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Milwaukee. My parents were in Nicaragua, by the way, but they came to Milwaukee just to have me so they could have citizenship. So we're definitely illegal, But as soon as they had me, we had citizenship. So that's why. And I don't know why they came to Milwaukee of all places.
Were they living in Chicago?
Are you a Bucks fan?
I wasn't living in Chicago. They came straight from Nicaragua to Milwaukee, or from in Waukesha. I'm not a Bucks fan.
Okay.
But
I was just
Packers
wondering if he was going to curve me. By the way, I was like,
no.
I like how you did that.
I had two questions at once. But I grew up like in the '90s, so it was Jordan, it was the Bucks, the Bulls. Watching Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, Ron Harper, all those guys.
Oh man,
that was like my team, and they were so close. So I was a Bulls fan before I was a Bucks fan.
I'm definitely hearing the Midwest accent right now. Listen,
Yeah?
I feel bad. We forgot to do something for you. We forgot to close these walls in on JD's head. JD, are you ready? You're about to go into interview mode. We were so rude to Danny B. All right, now
Fuck
we're
Danny.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna get some shit when I came in here, and I'm ready for it.
Okay. Well, let's talk about being a Nicaraguan, baby.
Yeah.
Because how was that growing up, especially in the Midwest?
It was. Obviously, I look white, so I blended in very well with the Wisconsin people, and I had no qualms about that. But like, it was different at home because we spoke nothing but Spanish. We had different costumbres, as they say. We have like just different way of doing shit. Like we were telling before, like you had to eat all your food when you sat down, because you didn't know if you were going to eat again.
Hey, Danny, I'm going to need you to, can you just speak with your white scent for the rest of the night? I don't need you to be like a newscaster, and every time a Spanish word comes up, you hit him with that tostones or something like that.
Wait, no. I said an actual Spanish word. I didn't say like jalapeno, all right? I didn't say it like that. I said an actual Spanish word. I wasn't saying like an English word with a Spanish twist. I'm not that dude, all right?
All right. Well,
But I know what you mean.
Yeah, you do talk about being, I guess, white passing and a lot of your material. Let's play a little piece of
Dude, and by the way,
What-
before we do this little intro, this is like I am maybe like a month in coming into Miami, and they did this.
But you're playing a festival, right?
Right, so that's the beauty of it. So like they say it was like the Latino, I did it again, the Latin American festival. Okay,
All right. Let's take a listen.
Like I got the immediately racism, and the second I was born, I knew what racism was. Like it was recorded, and as soon as I came out, my parents didn't want to know the sex of it, or of sex of me, I guess. And then my mom's like, "What is it?" And my dad's like, "Oh my gatos." She's like, "Is it a boy or a girl?" He goes, "Honey, it's way better. It's a gringo." And he goes, "Mira, tengo un gringo aquí." And he was like calling all my relatives over. He's like, "Jorge, Cecilia, Tajere, Rolando, el otro Rolando."
Ocho Rolando.
Jorge.
Boom! You hit him with the Ocho Rolando. How was that crowd? Did they appreciate your material back then?
They did. Like I said, so that festival, it was just a bunch of like open micers, by the way, and there was like this guy that grabbed a bunch of people. So it was like maybe 15 motherfuckers doing at least like 3 to 5 minute material. Okay, so you had to like punch through it, and it was a huge fucking crowd too. So I don't even remember saying that.
It makes so much
that
sense,
was
actually, because I'm like, that many people don't show up for Danny.
no shit. I mean, yeah.
Nah, I think Danny got the
I'm just
juice. Don't
joking.
be hating on him.
Thank you very much, Dex. Dex, I got into it with Dex, so that's why he's a little salty right now.
Oh, we'll be talking about that in a second. But so growing up, did you ever? I'm sure you kind of played into the white side, maybe around certain friends. And did you have any Latin friends growing up?
No, not really. Just my only friends were my cousins. I had a ton of cousins. Most of my like school friends, those were my white friends. And they called me Dan, but like. It was weird to hear because my family's like, "Why are they calling you Dan? Your name is Daniel," And it was just that sort of, I don't know. It was just getting it from both angles. It was just weird. We came to Waukesha, Wisconsin, which is even smaller than Milwaukee. It's like 20 minutes away from Milwaukee, and like I said, the only Hispanic community was a church.
So my family went to church, and we went to like noon mass, and that was just all Spanish speaking mass, and that was it. That's like my only contact was like that in school.
Damn,
So-
that was really frigid.
Growing up, like I guess you saw that side, but now 2021, baby, it's like R. Kelly, best of both worlds. Now you can flip it because it's not popular to be white in entertainment anymore. And now you can lean into that Latin side. Have you started doing that?
Leaning into my culture.
Yeah, bro. You gotta do it.
It's not like I was.
To get
I
that
wasn't-
sitcom, you gotta lean into the ethnic culture. That's the only way they're getting a sitcom nowadays. You don't know that?
No, I know that, but like it's not like I was playing into what was making me more popular. You know, like I was still, even though I looked white, the kids still knew I was Hispanic. You know, like they still knew. Like, listen, in high school, like not being circumcised, that like almost killed me.
Wait.
Wait,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, I have a friend that got himself circumcised with his PPP loan.
What?
On his PP? His PP?
Oh, was that a joke?
No, I've had boys.
Or is
that
it
got
PPP?
their-
No,
they
I'm
got
dead
their
ass.
shit
I know
like
someone
in
that
the
got
20s.
I know someone that got a PPP and they used the other 40%.
I thought they used like his PP, like his dick.
No, they had got a PPP loan, and the other 40% that you could use for whatever, they decided to get circumcised with it.
I really
Yo,
thought
that
that was
shit that expensive?
Yo, I thought that was a Dexter Hobbs joke, and I was like,
I thought so too.
Danny, now I understand.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No, but like, listen. Like, okay, you know, in high school when everyone has to like shower together and shit.
yes.
Whoa,
Oh, hell no.
What sports did you play for that kind of fuckery?
Football.
Yeah, but we still avoided it. I
Wait.
played. I remember. I
Where the
just
fuck
kept
is
my
You
this
didn't have
going?
like open showers and shit
Nah,
in high
man.
school.
I still had my briefs. I still rubbed my shit. Get out. Nah.
This is it. This is what we find out.
Really?
By the way, I just want to say this is hilarious since you were talking about Latins and whites. DJ Wonder, by the way, with that beard, he fits in Miami so well. He
Yeah,
looks like
I gotta
He looks like
admit,
a
dude,
Rodrigo.
Yeah, that's a nice beard.
Yeah,
dude.
it is like Guillermo and
Like a
shit.
Rodrigo.
That's a
From
nice beard.
Hialeah and shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a sitcom, guys. Come on.
Am I
Listen,
peaking over here? I
you're-
feel like I'm peaking.
You
right
are.
now.
You are, man. You're booming. The bass is booming.
I don't know
Popping
what
your
it
peas.
is.
I'm trying to turn you down a little bit, but you get so excited when
I'm getting excited.
JD makes fun of you or he talks about not showering with other guys.
Yeah, like what
Whoa,
the fuck?
I'm
All right,
not
go back to that.
homophobic.
Talk about
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the
So
homosexuality.
what's the worst thing a classmate might have said to you looking down at that uncircumcised thing?
Oh, I mean, he would call me a spick. He would like,
Is that a Latin thing that they don't get circumcised? I thought they do. Like
no, dude. I mean, that's a
No?
Jewish thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought
What's a Jewish thing? That
Things.
I thought.
Clipping your foreskin.
Oh shit! I'm Catholic. I had my shit.
dude,
when I was a baby,
pretty much
too.
everybody. Like I didn't grow up around any Jewish people at all, and
Yeah.
like
no,
one,
I can't
and
believe that's what the
pretty much
conversation's
everybody was
about.
circumcised. I thought it was like just like, maybe it's an American thing, and that's why they called you that word. But I didn't think it was a Latin
My
thing.
dear.
I've been with a Hispanic man, and he was the only guy that I've been with that was uncircumcised.
Oh
There you
man,
Wow.
That means they can't wear condoms. That's what chicks
What am
say.
I-
It fucks up the condom. You have to peel back the
That's
banana.
the natural condom right there. That's
What
the
did,
natural one.
what did Mike Epps say? Motherfucker got a turtleneck.
No. We call them anteaters.
yikes!
This is getting too. This is
is-
getting too graphic, man.
This is turning me
No,
on, guys.
Wait, how
Can
is
you
it getting?
stop?
We're just talking about dicks. I mean, that's what
DJ
we,
Wonder just came out the closet just now over there.
Yeah, I love talking about this. So have you real quick? Have you been bartending longer or doing comedy longer?
I've been bartending longer by like 3 or 4 years. So I've been doing stand up for about 8. I've been bartending for about almost 11.
All right,
Yeah.
what's the to somebody like the layman out there? What's the actual comedy grind like? What's the most discouraging thing that has happened to you that they would never know about in order for you to kind of get to the next level?
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a really set up question. Open mics, they're the worst. Just doing open mics every single day for hours. You hit up 3 open mics. In Chicago, where I started doing stand up, like it was just me and my buddies were on our bikes. We would go to a bar, sign our names up, go to another bar, sign our names up, and hopefully we make that time slot. And hopefully someone else more famous doesn't walk in and do more time, and you just wait literally like maybe 2-3 hours. And I mean, I was young, and like I was just hanging out with my buddy, so I didn't care, So and we did that. I did that for almost 4 years, just doing 3 or 4 open mics, especially in Chicago, being really cold. It was. I mean, it was one of the best times of my life, just doing that shit. Like, if I could go back to it, I definitely would. But just doing 3 minutes in front of other comedians that aren't paying attention, that's the worst. So if I could say that's discouraging, 100%. It's also discouraging. Just bombing is also incredibly terrible.
Did you ever think that you were like killing it and somebody just said, all right, dude, get out of here?
Yeah, every day.
That happens to every comedian.
Every single day.
Yeah, that is nuts. I like, how do you, like, I used to get really like red if I would get embarrassed, and I kind of like just don't care anymore. But like, is there any kind of like tell that you have now when you're like getting a little frustrated?
Yeah, I start swearing a lot. Like I remember like in younger, like in that clip, I'm surprised that it wasn't dropping F-bombs. Like when I get nervous, I start saying fuck a lot. And it's like a trigger. It's almost like saying
It's so soothing. Fuck.
Yeah, but it's like in stand up, you can always make a joke funnier if you say fucking this, It has a more predominant like F sound, and when you like say a joke and if you add fuck before it, it's kind of cheating, I guess, because stand up is just about the proper wording and cutting everything down. All the fat, everything is just proper wording. That's why you work on a joke for so fucking long. Yeah.
And you've been doing this for 8 years, and and you've been through a lot. You've been through the gauntlet. And so if somebody tries to step in the arena without paying the proper dues, you're gonna be a little protective of that, right, Danny B?
Well, it's not paying your proper dues, because you can listen, if you do stand up, I already automatically respect you. I listen, if you have the balls to do it, do it, I just don't like it.
Let's just listen. Let me not stop beating around the old bush there. Let's get right to it.
Sure.
Last week we talked about my TV dad, Bill Cosby. We said I asked Dex, who has done comedy, who I did see at a comedy show that you were at as well.
Yes.
So I've seen him do comedy. So I just said, as a comedian, because I think he may consider himself that. How do you feel about? Would you open for Bill Cosby? Would you open for Mr. Cosby? And this,
if he can make everybody laugh, enjoy after that scenario, that motherfucker is a genius. Because I don't.
Okay, that's great. He had a good answer. It was cool.
Absolutely.
And so then, what do I see, Danny B? I see some DMs that
I knew this was coming.
I see some DMs that Danny has sent to Dexter, and this is usually.
What time was this, by the way?
I can't see that. I don't see the timestamp on there, but let's just go through them so that people can see it. So you're responding to that particular clip we just played, and you said, as a comedian, and there should have been a little like question mark after that, but you're like, as a comedian, you filthy animal. Don't you ever think that?
No. He said, listen. When he said, I saw the caption.
Yeah.
And when people as anyone, if you can have as Chappelle, you can have anyone. If they'd be like, well, as a comedian, shut the fuck up. Don't refer to yourself I'm going to respond a certain way because you do this as a, if you're like, well, as a DJ, I have a certain tendency.
I will say this though. A, I didn't make that caption.
Right.
B, I didn't edit that clip, and that clip came out on his page.
Listen, it's my fault. Let's just run through it, and then we can talk about everything. This guy likes
to stir up beef, bro.
Okay, so
he likes to stir beef.
Here's what it says.
I know.
Because listen, we can mess up words and everything, but let's just read exactly what it says, and then we'll figure it out. It says so as a comedian, we don't know about that part, but then it says you do stand up once every 3 weeks, son.
Oh, he said son.
I don't know how you can misconstrue that, but it's fine. We'll keep it going. Then Dex says he asked the question, I answered, referring to me. I asked the question, he answered, and he goes, "Nah, Dex." All right, and then Dex gets a little defensive here. He goes, "I actually do comedy on a podcast once a week," which we just allowed him to do. So congratulations on you doing that, Dex, once a week. And then he goes, "I live comedy in my daily life. I haven't just done stand up in a month. Okay, every day is comedy to Dex Hobbes, basically. So let's sort that out." And then Danny B says, "Nah," and he says, "I love you," but then he throws in the Latin card here, pero nah.
Did I?
Okay, you threw that in at the end, so you knew things were serious.
L-U-H.
And then, and then here comes the.
Oh
Danny,
man, this is too much.
Before we get to this, I understand. Let's just get to the next part, and we'll just explain the whole thing.
Yeah.
Then he says, "My dude, producing a show ain't the same as being a comic. Drop as many names as you want. It's basically a Logan Paul situation. Sure, you got money, but if you haven't worked your way through the ranks, then no one respects you. That's exactly what we were talking about with that respect kind of factor right there, Danny B.
Like the Birdman put some respect on my name with the K at the end.
And then he says, "I love you," you. So usually when people say, I love you, man, but they're going to diss you right after that. He goes, I love you. It's not about ripping anyone a new one. It's all love. Roasting isn't about making anyone look bad. It's about how well you can write a joke.
Yeah.
Get me on that pod. You're here on the pod, so we made that happen.
That's all I had to say, by the way, to
and
get
then,
on this pod.
and then this is what Dex Hobbes responded with. Logan Paul is a boxer. Okay, okay, that's great. I didn't quite understand that, but that's fine. And then you go, yeah, okay, I get that. And then and then Dex says there's no debate. And you said, bro, I love you. We'll talk about this later. All right, man. We got through all of that.
Yeah.
Let's really talk about what is the issue here, man. Let's just get to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it as this, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people,
cracked out.
you know, people met me during the quarantine, but don't know that prior to the Kasatiki Laughing Ninjas.
Hold on, real quick. People meet Dex and don't know a lot of things. Everything that I've done, he has done maybe about 2 years ago. He had already done it already. He's like the guy. He's done everything. JD, you know that,
I
right?
met Dex looking like Thundercat. Yeah, that's when I met him.
I've done a lot of shit, and you know, I have hundreds of hours of like video content and comedy content and drives that was up and I've archived and I don't put out. And I was doing a lot of comedic things on social media. And I grew a lot of people that followed me because I was always, you know, doing this comedy thing. And I was doing stand-up and open mics. And I was going on Bad Slava back in New York. And I was going to shows, booking those open mics that Danny was talking about in Chicago. And then I came down here. And my whole thing was that, you know, people, you know, say, you know, are you a comedian? But I'm like, comedy lives in multiple places. You know, like there's comedians who are on TV.
Okay, we get that. That's what we want to ask Danny about. What makes someone respected? Do you respect like Viners or like I guess they're TikToker comedians now, or maybe skit comedians, or do you have to do stand up? What makes someone respected in the comedy field, Danny?
Okay. The whole okay, because this game is always fucking changing. Okay, and you can do your Vines, you can do your TikToks, but you can do multiple takes of that shit. Okay, sure, comedy lives everywhere, and you can be funny in situational certain, you know, places and shit. But that was my whole point. And honestly, I love Dex, and I always see, you know, people like it's every single day for me. It's like, hey, I've always wanted to do stand up. I've always wanted to do this. I'm like, then fucking do it. Okay. And I if you do it, great. And if you don't, even better. But to be respected is that like, it's just, you have to eat shit. You can't be, you have to be humble, I guess. You know, it's like
Dex, hold on.
I'm not saying that you're not.
When I did go to I don't know about your individual shows that you've done,
Sure.
but the one that I saw with both you guys, Dex kind of basically did whatever he wanted. And nobody was really throwing a bottle at him or anything. Do you feel like he needs to get really like heckled or something? He needs to taste that in order to be respected?
No, I respect Dex. I respect Dex as a comic. You know, he's actually doing more than what comics do here. You know, he's putting on shows, he's producing shows, he's getting people in seats. Okay, I've produced
Moving like a crackhead. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Working like a crackhead,
It's a good
JD.
thing.
Yeah.
This is about to turn into a comedy show right now
it's a
because I need to
compliment.
fire his ass up right now.
It's a compliment. Crackheads make it happen, bro.
It's not a compliment. Crackheads are on crack.
no, he's
make it happen.
he's saying about your hustle. He respects
They
your hustle.
make it happen.
He's not calling you a crackhead.
Dude, that's not a compliment, but fine.
Hell yeah. Like
I think
I
it
want
is.
crackheads on my team.
Right, exactly.
Make it
You're gonna work hard for
Well,
that.
your
crack.
team's gonna steal from you when you're sleeping.
Well, not an actual.
You made a
crackhead.
good point. It's true.
All right.
It's just to make it happen.
Listen, we get it, man.
that was a joke on the
this,
fly.
This whole thing is kind of a joke. We know that you have love for Dex,
Yes.
Danny. We're just messing around. But you did talk about like most people are not doing anything for themselves down here in Miami. What is the actual Miami comic scene like? Because most people didn't think there was a scene until we had this pandemic, and a lot of people from LA and New York, everywhere, decided to move down here and move to Austin, Texas. And a lot of people have moved back already. They couldn't. I guess they didn't like it down here or other places. But what was the scene, and what is the scene now?
Well, I mean, I can't really speak for the scene because I moved to Miami in like 2015, and again, I was just doing open mics, you know, just seeing what I could possibly do, and I maybe produced one show in Chicago, so just basically trying to go to bars. If like a bar had a nice like atmosphere, just trying to get comedy in there, you know, and just trying to have people get in there. But like Miami is very fucking tough because everyone is good looking. Everyone like wants to fuck, and nobody wants to hear a bunch of dudes talking about their dicks. And that's the honest truth,
I mean,
you know?
Except for on this podcast.
but I don't.
We did about 15 minutes on it, and it was great. Go ahead.
Well,
This is a whole thing that about talking about the dicks and like the whole thing I was telling him about the female comics and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know, I think it's interesting because I wanted to talk about something earlier before we get too far into like the the makeup and the behind the scenes of comedy.
Yeah.
I just want to say that
because it's not funny.
as a comedian, as a comedian, I got up there and I did on that stage 36 Thursdays in a row. Okay, if you really look back and count how many goddamn Thursdays
you
we
took
did
a
that
Thursdays
shit.
off.
No, I took like 2. You took more Thursdays off than I did.
To do other shit. To do
other
stand-up.
shit.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I understand that there's a lot of people that eat shit, right? But I've been homeless before. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I think that's what JD was
Hold on.
talking about the other night.
I've actually been homeless before chasing a passion. And I'll tell you right now, like it's cool. Like if you want to do comedy 3 or 4 nights a week, that's okay. You get what I'm saying? But me personally, I got a lot of bills that I have to pay.
100%.
And you know what? At the end of the day, you know, most of the comics out here, they still live at home with their mothers.
100%.
I do not. I don't live at home with my mother. I have car notes. I have things I have to pay. And you know what? Right now, comedy in Miami is not a 3 or 4 day a week for me thing because at the end of the day, I have to maintain a 6-figure plus salary. And I'm not going to do it if I'm telling jokes 3 or 4 nights a week right now. But that's going to change. And I feel like if it does change, I'm gonna have something to do with it. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Because I'm gonna bring something different to the comedy scene here in Miami.
The only thing I heard was Dex Hobbs makes 6 figures. What
That's
am
all I heard,
What
too.
am I doing wrong?
You're not making 6 figures.
There's no way
You're not
believe
making
DJ
6
would.
I
figures.
don't think so. I don't know. I have to ask my
Shit,
my
6 figures
accountant.
a go,
That's
bro.
how I know
I said
that.
better.
6 figures
Six
a go.
I'm not
Fuck
making
that.
millions.
Minimum 350, 400 a day. You gotta do the fuck for what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Right.
that's the
That's
thing,
how I see it.
and I
That's
feel
my
like
mentality.
if you want to live a certain lifestyle, like let's be real, we're still down in Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in Miami, living with your mother, and you know, it just doesn't cut it.
Yep. I can't relate to
I
that
can't do
either.
it. I can't do it. And then, you know what?
my
That's
own,
fine. If
baby.
other people want to do that and want to move back
But
home, I have a lot of
that's-
friends that move back home. I can't do it. So for me, comedy's gonna have to take not a back seat, but a partial back seat to 1 night a week. You get what I'm saying?
Hey,
Until
man,
I
listen,
until I
it's-
get my, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. That's the
very
truth.
true.
That's the truth.
Hey, dude,
I
that's
mean-
a different situation. Look. If
It
you
is what
want
it
to,
is.
if you want to keep doing that, that's fine. What I was saying is, and also,
I'm a comic, bitch. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Right?
like
Yes,
that
you are.
comic,
Sure.
bitch.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm not saying that you're not, but like,
That
What-
DM says otherwise.
okay.
So you
okay.
heard him say it. That's
Right,
all
I
wanna
know.
say.
I know. I'm like, listen, if I offended you, good. But
Yeah, he's not sorry, dude. Trust me.
I'm not because like a lot of people throw that shit out there like it's like a thing, you know. Like if you do stand up once a week, I don't really consider you a comedian because like what's your drive is being a stand up comic.
So let me ask you this question.
What's up?
How many comedy shows did Bill Cosby do last year?
Well, listen, not every comic rapes women, but that's also
Okay,
how many-
this interview's
how many-
over. There'll be no Bill Cosby slander.
Okay, listen. How many comedy shows did Dave Chappelle do last year?
Okay, hey, dude.
He did a
I'm
lot,
not- I'm-
actually.
Listen,
He did a lot.
You're
I'm just
talking. You're talking
It
about
doesn't ma- I'm
established. You're talking about
Yeah, it doesn't-
established
that's not what I'm
comics
saying.
already.
What I'm saying
You're
is
talking
that-
about established comics.
but-
That's a really
but
bad
here-
way to
but
go
here-
about it.
no, it's not a bad way to
because
go about it.
Chappelle has done way more hours.
It's not a bad way to go about it.
100%.
No, it's not. Because I'm going
'Cause
to tell
he's
you.
established.
I'm going to tell you why it's not a bad way to go about it.
Please tell me.
Okay.
Yo, that index is hilarious.
No.
Bro.
Fuck that. Fuck that. If you fucking paint.
Oh, Lord.
If you paint
Yeah.
a picture
Yeah.
and you paint a
Crackhead
couple
mode,
times a year.
crackhead mode.
If you paint a couple times a year
Yeah.
and you sell those paintings,
Yeah.
nobody in their right
Look at the index,
has to say
dog.
that you
The
are not a
index is
fucking
priceless.
painter. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if you DJ 10 times a year, okay?
Yeah.
If somebody cuts you a check to go up there and fucking DJ for a room full of people, whether you do it 10 times a year or 100 times a year, nobody has their right that does not get paid to do the same art to say that you
Bro,
are not a
He's
DJ.
sounding like Kanye right now, though. He's
I don't
a
know.
Gemini.
It's not, it's
A
not
little
about
bit.
that.
And I'll
It's about
respond to
that.
that real easy.
It's
Real
no.
easy.
There's a difference between
Geminis.
there's a difference between levels of dedication and say, hey, you might not be as dedicated as a comic as these people.
Now he
There's a
sounds like
difference.
Dame Dash
no,
right
no,
now.
there's levels of dedication.
Okay, hold on, real
Am
quick.
I gonna say, hold
Dex,
on, wait.
I'm seeing the thought bubble
Listen,
float away from your head right now.
Yeah.
Just get right to
I'm
what
saying,
you were on. You were on the path. Go.
I'm saying, am I dedicated as much as some of the other people that perform 5 nights a week in the back of taco shops in Alapata? Like, no.
I got respect for those people. I got respect. Hey, I got respect for those people. I got respect. A lot of respect for those people.
I never said I didn't have respect for them because I respect them too. You get what I'm saying? But that's their dedication to their craft. And at the end of the day, you know, something that I have to always explain to people is that I do a couple different things. You know, I'm dedicated. I do love comedy. I'm dedicated to comedy. I do love DJ. I'm dedicated to DJing.
I
do love photography.
Can I say one thing, Dex? So, do you not think that's like the kind of the diner menu of things? Like maybe Danny's saying like if you want to focus on one thing, you got to do it. You can be a jack of all trades as well, but is that what you want to be known as?
Well, listen, Jamie Foxx is an actor, a comedian, and a singer. That's what some people say. I don't care. You can say whatever you want.
I love the confidence.
I don't care. You know, because you can say all of this that you want. But if he's got millions of dollars in checks written to him for those things individually, you're not going to sit here and tell me that's not what he does, because that is professional grade paid for doing that. So if you're going to tell me that he is not a singer, but he's got millions of dollars and you don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of from doing the same thing he does, not talking about you, but people in general, you're not going to sit there and tell me that that person is not that. Because a lot of people could say that Logan Paul is not a boxer, but if Showtime Boxing is putting Logan Paul on fucking Showtime to go and throw punches and he's getting $1 million checks, that motherfucker's more of a boxer than a lot of fucking people. You get what I'm saying? Because they're not interested in putting you on TV, but they're putting Logan Paul on Showtime Boxing. And I'm not saying, hold on, I'm not saying he's the same quality of boxer. I'm not saying he's the same level of dedicated boxer. I'm not saying it's the same level of respect as a boxer. But to sit there and say that he's not that at any degree is completely wrong.
Sure.
And that's all I'm saying.
Final,
and I'm not
final
saying,
word.
And I'm not
final
saying,
word on this, Danny. Go ahead. Just tell him what you were gonna say.
All right. I've heard all that before. Okay. And if you want to paint 3 or 4 times a week, sure, and people are going to buy your shit, fantastic. Okay. But people paint and people DJ in this studio right here, okay? You can do this in a room
right
by yourself.
Absolutely.
If you're going to do stand up, you can't practice in a room.
You cannot.
You have to have people in front of you every single time, or you don't know how you're going to respond. So,
absolutely,
my dude, just stop. Just let me finish.
Yo, he sounds like Dame Dash and Kanye all together right now.
So listen,
I see why Jigga ran. I see why Jay-Z ran.
So what I'm saying is, if you're doing stand up, and I don't know, like Jamie Foxx is doing. I mean, listen, those guys, Chappelle, Jamie Foxx, all the big names, every single big name, they were in a comedy club, they were in a bar, they were in a taco shack. When they started, they were doing that shit every single day. They didn't get that good by doing it once a month or 3 times a week, and that's the whole point I'm saying. You know,
absolutely.
All right,
absolutely. But that has nothing to do with not being a comic.
All right, sure. Listen.
Basically, what he's saying, I'll make this short. Like Steve Harvey said, I said
please,
the same
JD,
joke.
Please,
over.
go ahead, tell him.
That's what Steve Harvey said. He had to be consistent, the same jokes over and over. You got to make a name for yourself.
I thought you were about to say a Steve Harvey joke over and over. I thought that's what you were about to do. All right, thank you guys for clearing that up. It's all good. Let's get back to actually Danny's career here. Oh
boy.
Here's a question for you. Yeah. Is it hard to remain faithful in your profession? Do you see yourself settling down anytime soon?
No, I don't.
And you're fine with that? You know. I know it's a different age. People have different goals.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just it just depends on what you want, I guess. If you want a girl, you'll get a girl, and there's going to be a lot of them. You know, especially if you're successful, especially if you're funny. There's never going to be a shortage of women. You know, there's never going to be. They're always going to be there, no matter what.
Especially in Russia. This is what I found out yesterday.
All right,
really?
I'm good. I don't.
Need it's like for every so it's like for every 100 men. No, for every 81 men, there's 100 women. And I don't know if this is accurate, but my boy called me about this yesterday. He said that Russia, their history is where they produce more women than men, and it's very, very competitive in the dating world for women and men. And that's why Russian women, they come here. Never mind. No, this is
okay.
going
Yeah, this is. Dude, I don't know what's happening tonight.
Yo,
but-
I think Putin's coming for us, dog.
all right. Well, listen, Danny.
But answering your question,
Yeah, go ahead,
answering
please.
your question. Like I said, they're always going to be there. If you, I don't think I'm going to settle down anytime soon. I'm more focused on my career, and if I'm focused on that, then I'm a better person. So they'll be there when I'm done, I guess.
All right. What is a 2021? You can have anything you want. Ultimate goal right now.
Yeah.
What would it be?
To be a traveling comic, just traveling, getting paid to do stand up in every city, and just making money off comedy. And that's that's basically it. That's what my goal has been every single time, is just getting paid to do stand up.
All right, cool. So tell them, so Danny Cream City on Instagram. Tell them anywhere else they can find you, or maybe check out some of your other work.
Yeah, you can see me at Sis Trunk, that's in Fort Lauderdale, on July 29th. I'm doing a show there. Then on July 30th, I have another one. I'm not sure, man. I'm so bad with dates.
But you put them on your social media.
I do.
Right?
I put everything on my social media. Danny Cream City.
All right, cool. So you're gonna stay right there. We're gonna talk to you a little bit later. Dex, I see you. You're like you're about to combust. I see you shaking. I'm gonna have to bust you right out of that seat. Are you ready, Danny? Hold completely still, because I'm about to eject this guy.
Got it.
3, 2, 1. Get out of here! Bam! Just like that. I told you. We got rid of the sausage and brought the
Fanta.
beautiful angel. Her name? Alexis Fulton. Alexis, what's up?
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Lex. Thank you guys for having me up here.
I actually love your voice, by the way. You got that radio personality
Do
voice.
you? It is what I do, so I guess I get hired
Okay,
for
I
a
didn't
reason,
do my
right?
whole research on you, but now I know.
Now you know.
Okay, nice orange, the Fanta orange you got on.
He said it earlier, so I was the one that was
Yeah.
distracting him. I'm the Fanta orange, y'all.
Yo, is that a dimple you got right there? That's a rare. That's a rare place to get a dimple.
Oh, you were talking to her? Oh shit.
I thought it was yours.
Yeah, I do have one, by the way. Thank you, JD.
Okay.
You're very sweet.
JD is attracted to both of you, I think, over there.
Nah.
So real quick, Alexis, tell people, give them like a 2-sentence synopsis of what you do. I read your website. It did say a couple things. If you wanna just recite that,
Damn right.
maybe.
You guys can literally go find me at alexisfulton.com. I'm a model, actress, host. I do video vixen work, casting calls. Hit me up when you guys need assisting for anything. You know, I'm literally in the entertainment industry.
You sound like a whole author, Alexis Fulton.
Alexis
I like the
Fulton.
name.
JD's the kind of guy that says a whole. He uses internet terminology.
It's not a half a thing. It's a whole thing.
He's like, it's the thing from me. He uses internet terminology, meme terminology when he speaks. All right, check this out, Alexis. Are you straight Puerto Rican, or are you mixed with something? What is
I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican, and black, so I am a whole mutt.
That's how you got the Fulton as a
Okay,
last name.
So I do the whole thing too. That's the thing that I do. I'm a whole mutt.
Well, the reason I asked that is because you're. Hey JD, what's up, man? You bored? You selfie master over there?
My bad. I thought it was.
The reason I was asking you that is because your Instagram handle is Puerto Rican Queen
With 3 E's, don't you forget it.
Okay. Does the Dominican and black side get a little jealous that you decided to pick that handle?
So what it is for me is that I was only raised by my mom, for real, and my dad's not in my life. And my mom was only raised by the Puerto Rican side of her family. So cultural wise, the only thing I really know is the Puerto Rican side of my family. So I think, I made my Instagram handle again when I was like in 6th grade. So I was considered on being Puerto Rican Queen in middle school. That's something I thought, not knowing that it would literally carry me to what I am today.
Middle school. So how old are you, if you mind me asking?
23 years old.
Okay, you're in Jordan. Oh, that's the prime age in a woman.
You know what's
right
crazy?
there.
But you was just talking about how like 23-year-olds act a certain way, but now it's my Jordan year, right?
Nah.
Those are your
I don't
prime
know.
years. Those are your prime years right there.
23-year-old girls to do their own thing. To
Yeah.
wild the fuck out.
That's a fact.
That's the
yeah,
age.
I like
That's
that.
Age to be like
Please,
a good
Alexis,
hoe.
call him out on some of these things.
Please, all right, because I will.
Well, I got bombarded when I first got in here. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have some shit to say today.
Don't
What's
do
what's
me
the
like
first thing that JD said to you when you walked in the room? Do you remember?
I did compliment her. Don't do me like that now.
Yeah, on her.
No, what was it?
I don't want to say.
No,
it, but
repeat it.
It's something that you have on your body somewhere.
Yeah,
He
that
talked
was
about-
exactly
Oh yeah.
what he first said.
I mean, I'm sure you guys can see him. We're all adults, whatever the situation is. He did comment on my nipple piercing.
It's a great way to
crazy.
meet somebody,
In a
JD.
nonchalant way, no eye contact.
It was
just
no
very
nonchalant though. It was,
the
not
opposite.
nonchalant.
It was the opposite of
Aggressive with it?
chalant. It was the opposite
vague.
of
Was I
chalant.
aggressive with it?
You don't feel like
I
you're
thought-
an aggressive man.
I thought that was your.
First off, JD thought that you were Danny's
I
girlfriend.
was like, no.
Oh.
Y'all make a good couple by
So wait one second. Look, but if I was his girlfriend, that's how you would comment to me?
I didn't know. I didn't.
Very
pay
good-
attention
very
to the environment.
good
I'm
question.
Very respectful for people's partners.
If we were dating and then some guys like nice nipple piercings, I mean, I can't do anything about that. Like it's like basically saying nice Ferrari. I'm like, yeah, well, that's what I have.
I respect this guy.
So
I move the same
Alexis, how
way.
do you feel about that? Like if some like being disrespected while you're with your man, even if you don't consider that disrespect, I kind of think that's a little disrespectful. I think if I have a wife or a girlfriend and somebody comments on something like that, it's like saying nice jugs or something like that. But do you?
Yeah, the man has great taste.
But wait, do you expect that the man should say something, or you think you can handle yourself? You don't want him to get into a fight.
I definitely think it depends on the situation. Now, if we're at work, if I'm on set and I'm working and a guy comes up to me and he's flirting with me, please step back. I'm getting paid for my gig type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're out and we're hanging out and a guy walks up to me and we're sitting down and he makes that comment, I like your nipple piercings, and my nigga don't get up right next to me and throat punch him, then we gonna have some issues. Like,
JD,
but-
you hear that? You hear that? This is how much he's paying attention. I'm sorry, Alexis.
Are you ready?
So wait. Let me get this right. So if we're out and you're wearing the dress that you're wearing right now, which I mean,
You know what? I know what you're finna say. Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
gonna let you go though.
Thank you.
I can say something after that. Go ahead.
Thank you as well. So if we're out and we're casually, and then the way he said it, it was just almost in passing. JD, like, he's a good looking dude. Let me finish. He's a good looking dude, and all of a sudden he's like, hey, I like your nipple piercings. I'm not gonna throat punch him, You obviously have them out. Not have them out, but like not
You
have them
actually
out.
have a nice set too. It
Right.
goes with you.
Look at you.
Okay,
you,
Jay,
you just
demeanor.
keep
You're
going.
going overboard now, my dude. You're about to
Right.
get throat punched. Go ahead. Dan.
Right. But like, I'm not gonna assault a dude, or like, I know that's not what you actually meant, but I don't know if
Yeah.
that's you actually did mean like, hey, dude, don't fucking
I
comment
guess
on my
that's
girl.
something as a woman I do is throat punch because I can't really like reach faces or anything.
Okay.
But
You're close to hell.
I
You're
definitely I definitely understand that as a woman, if you get with a woman that is a beautiful woman that has a body that has,
Right.
you have to be able to adjust to when we're out in public with her. You got to make sure that like you don't trip, you don't act a fool when a guy hits on her.
Exactly.
100%.
I don't.
So of course, if it comes down to disrespect, now if you touch me,
There it
or
is.
if
That's what the issue is.
If you don't go anywhere, if you keep going, you're in my face, and my man allows you to be in my face, then that's a different situation.
Well, it's
But
not
if-
about the man
yeah.
letting.
She spoke for me. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, if this guy's in your face, you can easily just be like, hey, you can step off, please. Just
If he
like,
disrespects, you get involved.
And that's
of
definitely
course.
something that I fuck with because, like, being in the entertainment industry, like, I do video vixen work for people. I'm a model. I'm an actress. So of
what
course,
do you mean
like,
video vixen? By the way, what is that?
So I'm in music videos.
You ever,
Like,
heard of like Gloria Velez or Melissa Ford?
Melissa, that's my favorite. Ooh,
No,
Melissa
dude, I don't know
Ford.
anything about that shit.
Yo, early 2000s, like tip drill videos, all the pop
No.
Yeah,
videos.
JD is he has the finest taste. But
Rockefellers.
tip drill, you don't do that kind of
I
stuff,
don't
do
know,
you?
I
So
like-
like you're like
I know.
a good looking girl in a music video.
Exactly. I play play the girlfriend role type of thing, depending on what they want, whether I'm
Got it.
robbing a bank with them or whatever it is. I have to appeal to this man first off that just hired me. It's all professional. We're on set. I have a script. I have
Right.
wardrobe and hair that all goes into it. And
Sure.
so yes, I have to play that role. But if no confident man can be with an actress or a model or a video vixen because automatically, or let alone a dancer or anything like that, I don't get into
can.
that stuff. But
All right, JD.
We know you can,
I've been
JD.
to the
We know you
storm
can.
to understand that, so I get it now.
He's been through the storm. He's really
is
put
it the girl with the
Hey, no, that's gonna have to be edited. I'm dead ass.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
you said it. You shouldn't have said it. What you mean?
JD, this podcast isn't to make you look cool all the time. All right.
That's the one that broke his hurt, y'all.
Listen, you just found the death blow, and hold
Yeah,
that in
no
your pocket.
kidding.
You may need that. You may need that a
Damn.
little later.
We can edit that later. It's all good.
Okay, we're not gonna.
That was a good
We're not. We're
blessing
not
in my
editing.
life.
We're not editing
So
anything.
I was at Live on Sunday like 2 weekends ago. I was with my homegirl and I was observing these bottle girls, all these chicks, and I was telling my homegirl, she's my best friend, and I was like, I'm at a stage in my life I can actually date girls like that. Like, I'm so understanding and patient. If she respects you at the end of the day, it's good. You just gotta let her be. Like, for real, like this is why I bump heads with most men. People are like, how come you don't have any guy friends? Because my way of thinking is different.
Okay.
Like I'm not.
My way of thinking is a little different too, JD. Because let's get back to Alexis. We've jumped the gun. Like you have such a great personality. But let's talk about where you're from. Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Hey, shout out to
you don't hear a lot of people from there. But do you know the musical history of Virginia Beach?
Damn right. Yo, MCs, gods. Look, everybody comes from VA. And they leave because VA has nothing left for them, because VA has nothing to provide for them. So in my generation right now, I truly do feel like VA creativity-wise is blowing on the map. Like they are learning how to be photographers, learning how to be videographers, learning how to be models. And it's not just like Instagram modeling or just like, being in a studio and just like, trust me, we see all of it. But I think we're giving each other more credit than they were given before. And now we have that platform. Once Pharrell put something in the water in VA, that like I feel like it was like, oh shit, VA is something to go back to. Do we get Pharrell came from Hill, Missy Elliott? Like we have all the
You're talking about the actual festival, something in the water. Not he didn't actually put something in the town water.
We know that.
Well, a lot of people don't know that shit.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so once Pharrell brought something in the water to VA, it put VA back on the map. I feel like it gave just an eye to look at, like, oh shit, VA is still doing it, and we have to stop and give VA the credit. Like they come from there, we just have nothing left to give to them. So of course California, LA, Miami, like Atlanta, New York, all these places are the prime places for this industry. It's the hub for it. But don't forget that all these people came from Milwaukee, VA Beach. You know what I mean? Like we all came. Like
the whole early 2000 movements, the Clips, the whole 9 yard. Of course.
Yeah, man. Missy Timberland, Teddy Riley moved from New York to Virginia Beach. So check this out. You listed Video Vixen on AlexisFulton.com. You can check that out as one of your roles. What has that experience been like? And do you get treated better as like the Virginia small town kind of vibe where these rappers, they put you on that pedestal, or do you get treated better out of town? Which rappers or musicians treat you better when they're in their videos?
I want to say that definitely out of town probably treat you a little bit better. I think it's solely because they already have the experience. So they already know, like, hey, when you come on here, we're expecting, like, hey, when I tell them my rates, they're not like, oh my God, you're charging me that much an hour. They're like, oh, okay, this is what it is. Cool. They work with you. It's not like, oh, you're not going to do it for free, or you're not going to, like, can you do this? Like I always tell people, you're not touching my ass. I'm not showing nothing. I'm not kissing you. I'm not doing anything that is going to be bad for my future, my future portfolio type of thing. So people that are in VA will automatically be like, oh, like you're not going to do that, you're not cool with it. And then people, like, that are like actually in the industry, they're like, oh yeah, we would never even ask you to do any of that thing. So also there's like a book me kind of thing on your website. So what's the weirdest thing somebody has tried to book you for? Oh shit. Okay, so I have this
bachelor party.
I have this guy that
fetish party
comments on my shit all the time. I'm not gonna put that name out there.
Is his name JD?
I go in the DMs, I do not expose myself. I do not leave comments. No
paper trail.
Whether you're my close friend, it's not even sexual. I just don't leave comments. It's just not me.
So this guy, he commented on one of my photos. I had these really nice pair of heels on. I was hosting some event, whatever
we see them toes. Ooh, he had a toe fetish?
He told me, look, he goes, wow, I want you to kick me. So I see kick me. So look, I think Kick, the app? Remember Kick?
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember Kick or not. So I'm thinking like, damn, what the fuck? He must be old or something. He must not know that.
Yeah, some dudes got a fetish like that.
That, like, people are like, we have Instagram now. We have Twitter. We don't kick anybody anymore. But then he had commented on another one of my photos and was like, ooh, those shoes, kick me again. I was like, oh, like, he literally wants me to kick him. I get it now.
Yeah. Like in the balls?
Like...
Nah, I've heard that. There's some dudes that like to get, that's their fetish.
Yeah, I've heard that they like to get kicked in the balls.
People are weird. The questions that I get in my... go ahead.
Have you ever, like, just taking a picture of your like feet and send it to someone for like $100?
No, but I want to so damn bad. So if
So many
They
people
gotta be white
listen, like,
toes.
half
Most
my
men
friends
like
do that
white
shit, by
toes.
the way.
yo, foot fetishes are like such a thing, and nobody really realizes that.
But what's
thing.
wrong with a foot fetish? If you have nice feet, I don't have a foot fetish that level.
Well,
but-
because I don't know. I guess I don't look at anybody's feet and like, oh, I would love to suck your toes. So like when
Right.
somebody says it to me, I'm like, you dead ass? Like,
All right, quick question: if someone was to suck on your toes, what would you let them put? Hot sauce, whipped cream, cake?
this is the most you
He's
talk
asking for
throughout
a-
the whole
he's
damn
asking for a friend.
podcast.
He's asking for a
for a
friend, by the
friend,
way.
not you.
And
He's asking for a friend, by the way.
And he's cracking himself up with that question. Go ahead.
Right.
Look,
Gotcha.
No, I don't suck toes.
All right, listen, you don't have to answer that. I'm sorry. This is like we're like a local Virginia Beach podcast, just asking her all these things. We're not being respectful, JD. Relax, man.
This is
all
right.
right.
Having that bump heads.
So listen, if you want to get booked, if you want to book her to send her a picture of your feet, how can they do that, Alexis? Go
I
ahead.
guess you can DM me through Instagram.
Okay, well you're about to get
And that folder is
Get a
big.
fucking slew of them just now. You're about to get a bunch of them.
Have you ever modeled for a clothing company that you thought was corny and you kind of felt embarrassed wearing their clothes?
Yeah. Like something where it's like I would wear
You would
like
never-
I wore,
you would never
I
wear
would never
that.
wear in public
Yeah.
100%, but I also feel like a lot of the clothes that I shoot in, like you'll never see me wear other places.
For
Like,
sure, for sure.
But
So
I
you're a
feel like
model.
as a model, it's not really what I look like or what I feel like in it. It's what I'm modeling. It's about the company. So
True.
I don't really like make things about like, oh, I don't like my shoe size and I'm ugly and no, like they hired me for that shit. I got paid for it. So
Exactly.
just know I got paid
Get
to
your
walk
fucking-
around that ugly ass dress. You ain't finna say shit to me about it.
Exactly.
Well, originally I had came across you from the Fresh and Fit podcast. I think I had met the producer at a spot called Blackbird. We talked about that before on this podcast, right, JD? Fresh and Fit.
You
remember
love
that?
Fresh and Fit, huh?
I honestly haven't really watched.
We didn't even know what it was. Like, honest, I've kind of like found out now. I've researched it some more, but do you know about it, JD?
Yeah, they're bold like me. Like they put a bunch of like I guess Instagram girls
They're
and
bold.
they'll talk about bold, which is what the world wants to hear nowadays.
They put first off, what they do is they put any woman that is like, hey, I want to be on your show type of thing. They give them a platform. They provide them with a platform. And what they definitely do is, show men what it is, from a woman's perspective, how to get a woman. But what they also do is
I like that.
it's the point that they give it from a man's perspective and from a woman's perspective. So they give it from the man's perspective from what they say every single day, but then they give it from a woman's perspective by letting the women get up there and talk they shit. But a lot of the women that get up there just don't know what they're saying half the time, and it ends up like,
Yeah, I've heard that.
that's they get up there and they say certain things. They're like, oh, like, they asked the question. This was like, I have a couple memes that have came out from Fresh and Fit. They like, because my facial expressions
Yeah,
are
because
just
last time when we played the clip, do you remember the girl got in a fight with the host? She was on that actual episode, right?
yeah.
Can we see that? I don't know what that is.
Yo, they were
Fresh
I
and
saw them.
Fit?
They were at Komodo. They were right next to me. Actually, they were celebrating. Everything.
Wait, so it gives it from I'm so confused. I might be
So
drunk.
what it is they basically it's two men and they invite women on their platform. They get like eight.
What do you mean
girls-
platform? Like on a podcast or like on,
On a
like
pod-
a show?
on
More like
on
a
a-
table, more
on a
like
podcast?
table.
They
Okay,
have
okay,
they
like a
have
round table. Okay, go on.
YouTube channel. They
Two
have
men, like just two guys?
two men, a producer. They have 300,000 subscribers. They're doing really well for
Okay,
themselves.
and what
for
do they
sure.
do? They just invite one woman up and they ask her questions?
So it's
multiple women.
It's multiple
Or
women.
they do a solo show also with a woman.
What
Okay.
it basically
That
is
sound right.
they tell women hey, this is what men don't like, and this is like, okay, so they ask, this is like one of the main questions that they ask,
Yeah.
like most of the time, what makes you a high value woman? What makes you, and look at his face. Can we zero into that? Because what was it?
Wait,
Yeah,
the
both
man asked the woman, what makes you a high value woman?
Yeah.
What do you feel about that?
Do they know their background? I mean, I guess it's like, do they know? I mean, obviously they do some. Why would they ask to be on there? But they just ask them what makes you like.
No,
cool,
listen
or-
to this shit. A lot of the women that go on the show have never watched the show to begin with. So they go up there thinking like, oh, this is like a podcast where like I literally just like
Yeah.
And it's not like that. Like
Yeah.
you're like finna get out.
It's like a job
Really?
interview almost.
Really?
So, but check this out. I want to know how do we get that subscriber base? How do you think they got that? Alexis, let us know because you're a podcaster yourself. How do you use some of the stuff that you learned from there in your own show?
Well, the stuff I was crazy because like what my podcast first started off was like Instagram live videos. Like we were just kind of like, hey, we're gonna get on social media, give back to the people, to our supporters, our followers, people that DM us, ask us questions about the industry and stuff. And then it kind of turned into something that we were able to like really like, you know, platform off of, like give people like real advice type of thing. And it's really about targeting what you're like around. What is your target market? Who are you looking for? What are you doing? Where are you at? Like
Exactly.
who's watching you? You about to play my stuff? Go ahead.
I want to play a little piece of this.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Oh, nice music here. Professional intro. We don't have any of this.
Yeah, how come you guys don't do this?
Danny.
All right, my bad.
Hey, it's your girl Lex.
All right, let's get that intro. Let's see how it goes. They're about to talk.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Lex.
And it's your girl Kayla.
And this is Real Talk. Today we are talking about travel modeling. So, have you travel modeled before?
So I recently talked about being with my agency, which was in DC. So I did do a lot of traveling to DC. Honestly, it got to be almost every weekend I was going up there.
All right, so this
that's-
is an interesting topic that I'd actually like to, because I'm trying to meet as many travel models as possible. So that sounds good to me. But and that's your girl Kayla on there. Let me ask you a question. Having a co-host, do you ever think your girl Kayla is going to stab you in the back like I think JD is going to do every week? Do you ever feel that way?
Whoa.
Well, I don't know what y'all's personal relationship is, but me and Kayla have a very so we met working with each other, so we were equals when we first met. And she works in different industries. I hired her for some stuff. She had me on some projects. We kind of like I said, this was something that was like, oh, let's just collab. I definitely do think, though, let me throw this in there, it's different for women than it is for men.
Yeah,
I was gonna
When
ask you that.
I
I
was
was gonna ask you that.
when I was just sitting here watching you guys, like, you know, like basically I want to say like dick sword fight. It's like what I want to call it. You guys, like it's you know.
Hold on, watch out for this one because he has a sheath on his. Okay. All right, go ahead.
I definitely feel like it's different for men. It's, you know, it's more competitive. It's more, let me make my point. Let me show that I'm alpha. With women, we're not trying to show alpha. We're trying to make a point.
Doesn't she remind you a little bit of the late Kim Porter a little bit?
Wow.
Damn.
Okay. All right.
Jeez.
Okay, so you think men are more competitive than women?
When it comes to being on camera,
I just think that you guys are smoother than us.
100%.
Well, that's 100%
So what it is,
true,
so
yeah.
you know they always make that comment how like, you know, women and men cheat, men just get caught, women don't. So I think that's like how it
There
like
it is.
it's like played into the same thing. Like women are not gonna flat out be like, I'm beefing with this person on social media or whatever, but they will. It's catty. Women are catty.
Oh,
it's
that's
very
100% true. I mean,
it's
so are
very
men.
passive
I mean,
aggressive.
yeah.
It's not aggressive. Where men are straight out like, oh, your dick is small. You ain't, your beard line ain't filled in. You ain't.
You went
know?
with the beard, and you were staring at me when you said that, but that was kind of fucked
See,
up. But like,
you know what's crazy? Nobody was even talking about you, but you
you
see
were
what
looking
I'm
at
talking
me.
about.
You were looking at me when you said that, but no, I know what you're saying. I'm just kidding. But
Yeah.
no, I know what you mean.
And
I know what
Dex,
you mean.
Danny's talking about you, Dex. He's talking about you over here. He's talking about cat. Okay. Well, listen, Alexis, let's get back to you and your
Yes.
career. I see that you have a tattoo over your heart. What exactly does that mean?
It says Migdalia. It's my grandmother's name.
Okay. Now, has that ever been an issue with shooting, like having tattoos and stuff?
100%. So I got this tattoo when I was 17 years old. It was my first tattoo.
Right after your Instagram, right?
Right after my Instagram. I was probably like 15, and then 17 is when I got my first tattoo. So yeah,
106 in Park fan 1. That was her.
just like that. It was slide
Not mine.
clips.
If they were to bring back 106 in Park, she'd be a great host.
Who did it? Was it a professional? Was it at a shop?
So it was a short film that I was in, and he was just like, "Hey, can you cover that up for me?" And I was like,
Oh no, I meant, did you get your tattoo done in a tattoo shop?
So he was actually in a tattoo shop professionally, but he was tattooing out of his own house as well. So he was from Cali. He actually did all of my work that I have on my body right now, and he all free-handed it. So super. And I. Why are you looking like that? You looking?
No,
you got something to say.
it was JD's phone going
Yeah,
off. That's why.
once again, JD's phone went off, being disrespectful to our guests.
That's the reason I asked. I'm like,
yeah, no, there was no, like, I had to ask my mom, like, my mom was like, yo, if you come back with YOLO tattooed across your forehead, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
So, like, don't go out and get something. And I think that was something that, like, my mom was like, she trusted me to do certain things, but she was like, you come back being a fresh little bitch, you ain't gonna be a little bitch no more. I took you in this world, I'm gonna take you out type shit.
Did she have the belt and the
Look, that's
chancleta
the chancleta, and they literally across the room, and they just like,
All right, so
did your mom hit you a lot when you were young?
all the time. But it's funny because when they talk about like, oh, were you a?
That's why that she's got the bruises now.
Yeah, my mom beat me before I came out here. She said that if I came,
don't be disrespectful.
First,
Don't be a
you go get that tattoo. Now you're gonna be sitting in a room with a bunch of
bunch
dudes.
of men.
Stay away from that JD character.
Me.
Yeah, nah. I definitely like, definitely now that I have professionally got into modeling, because it's not something I always thought that I would do, but now that I have professionally got into it, I wish I didn't get tattoos. I wish I was like completely like,
well, I think when it comes to modeling, it's either like you have to go all
out or nothing.
Exactly. Nobody wants to see body tattoos.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, you were talking about your mom, and maybe your family has an opinion on this too. I've looked through your Instagram, which is Puerto Rican Queen with 3 E's.
Don't you forget it.
Okay.
Is it all in caps?
No, it doesn't matter. Puerto Rican.
It does, though.
Puerto Rican Queen 3 E's. You put up some scandalous pictures lately, and actually they've slipped through the Instagram algorithm somehow. Does your family have any issues with some of these pics that you put up?
No, my family 100% supports me. If they were to find out that I was dancing on a pole or like doing something, whatever the situation is, they probably would not be too fond of it. But at the end of the day, we make it how we make it. So if I decided
Virginia
that was
girls
something
make
that
the
I
best
need,
strippers.
what'd you say?
Virginia
What you
girls.
mean? All the strip clubs in Virginia, they're not even they don't even get naked.
No, they leave Virginia. They come strip around here or wherever else. I realize.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they make the best.
Yeah, no, my family supports me, but they'll also take any of you guys out. So,
Is your mom like a young mom? Like she had you early?
She did have me
She's
young.
open-minded, so okay, that's good.
Yeah.
She understands.
open-minded to
Because
what?
she had her at a young age. She's open-minded.
Yeah, a lot of times that's how it is. That's how I look at it.
Not gonna lie though,
Because she's
I
trying to
definitely
make up
feel
for
like
lost time.
I definitely feel like me and my mom, it's not really like being open-minded for real, but me and her, she grew up with me. So while she was growing up, I was growing up. She
There
was
you go.
raising me. And when this is a conversation we actually recently had, she was like, yo, I taught you to do what I knew how to do. I taught you,
Right.
go for what you know, but not everything
That's
that I
fucking
taught
tough,
you
though.
was
At what
was
age
right.
did she have you?
She got pregnant with me at 17, had me at 18.
Fucking
So-
shit.
So she's trying to make up for lost
Yeah,
time.
mom and dad. She fucking like, I wasn't allowed
nuts.
to drive, even get a car until I was able to do a full tire change, oil change, drive a stick shift, like check your fluids. There was a lot
Was she
of.
your best friend?
Yeah, she wasn't for a long time in life.
Oh, I
but
can
the-
see that,
The
yeah.
moment that I moved out, I call my mom for everything. I'm gonna probably call her
Yeah.
when I get out of here and be like, go watch my shit on here, go do this, go do like super supportive. But does she tell me when I'm wrong? She'll look me dead in my eyes and be like,
Of course,
you're
of
dead
course.
ass wrong. And that Hispanic love is so different. It's like,
It
yo,
is.
you fucking dumbass. What are we gonna do to fix this?
Yeah. They'll insult you before.
Pendeja.
Yeah, they'll insult you before they like coddle you.
It's like beating you up and then like building you up.
100%.
Hispanic love, it's hard.
Tough
dude.
love.
JD, were you ever hit as a kid?
Yeah, I believe.
No, I was really spoiled. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe it.
He was definitely
Hey,
not.
trust me.
I'm not
Hey,
gonna
trust me.
lie.
We all know.
I really wish I did get hit as a kid. I got punished. I never got grounded. So as I look back, I'm
Damn,
like,
dude.
damn.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because like I'll go to school, I'll see these kids with bruises growing up Haiti in private school, and I'm like, damn, like they got an
Yeah.
F. You're not playing.
So what happened if you
Xbox.
got in trouble?
She didn't give a fuck. She
You're
was like-
kidding.
because I was the baby. And that's
How
why,
many- how
and
many
that
siblings?
affected my relationship with my two older sisters because
Because they felt like you were
shit,
getting
that makes
baby.
so much
Yeah.
fucking sense.
So if I can go back,
You're like,
yeah,
ding,
I'd
ding,
fix
ding,
that.
ding,
yeah,
ding,
hell yeah, hell yeah. And I don't like that. I love my mom, but she was so soft to me because my dad died before I was born, so she was babied me. Like, nah,
And two sisters, man. That's why you know how to talk to women, and that's why you
nah.
always
It's
see with
funny.
women.
I have no
That's
relationship
why you're very
with them.
feminine.
My
JD.
sisters always degraded me as a kid. Oh, you can talk to that girl. You're nobody. Like type of shit. I never. I
Right, but
loved
that's
them,
still
but
that still makes it like a callus where you know where you can.
I just realized I got older. I click more with women.
Okay, the moral of this story
You take
is
more women?
everybody go
I got along
to
with more
therapy. Therapy's a thing.
It is.
Everybody goes through
that's
mental
true.
trauma, young
Listen,
trauma.
That's,
Look,
that's very true. Very true. Therapy,
Go.
yes, but like also you need to talk about it.
Self-acknowledgement.
Okay, yes,
I am.
100%.
I'm very acknowledged with myself. I'm aware of my flaws. I'm always hard on myself. Always.
That's a lot. That's
I pay
everyone though.
attention.
Everyone's a lot.
Like I'll walk into a
it's
room.
hard on yourself, but what do you do after? Do
Exactly,
you
I
change?
still work
do you
on it.
grow?
That's
Do you-
true. That's
There's
true.
all these factors. Like I'll walk in a room. I don't know what I did wrong,
Yeah, go on.
Talking.
and like some folks won't like. And then it'll now it's healthier when you come confront me. I'm like, you know what? Actually,
Yeah.
I'm aware of that.
All
Let's
right,
work on it.
JD, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
When do you know? When's the last time that you knew that you were wrong? When's like what happened?
And if it's
I
not
was-
5 minutes ago, don't say anything.
I was.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
That issue still eats me till this day. So yeah, because I was wrong right away. And it's like I wish I can actually talk to that person about that issue, but I know like they don't even have to come up and tell me.
Did you apologize to him?
I just don't know how to do that. I tried,
Hey.
and that person was just. I don't want to get into that
anything
issue.
look anything I don't know what is even the situation that you're talking about.
Yeah, me
but
neither.
just self-acknowledgement.
Of course.
When you, hey, I was wrong. This is my hardest thing. I feel like I have a hard time doing as well. I'm wrong, and I'm wrong without an excuse. It's not I'm wrong, but I was wrong because I did because of this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Hey,
can you
I was
just-
wrong.
Can you honestly? Sorry to cut you off.
Don't
Can
do
you-
it again. No, I'm kidding.
So I have to apologize
Just
about.
listen.
the
Just send
compliment?
him like a DM or something. Just be like, hey, by the way, I know this happened a long time ago, and I just wanted to apologize. Can you do that?
I would love to, but it's better in person.
That's a
Because
fact.
I see that person.
Okay. When are you going to
every
see this
time.
person? So you can be like, hey, you want to meet up? Do you think they'd be like,
Probably
sure?
often. Like things like in my head, I knew the next day to call that person. I called someone else, and of
Oh,
course,
'cause you
hey,
were
that's
No,
none of my business.
you
you
do
were
not do that.
scared.
No.
You go straight to that person.
No, it's not. It's not being scared. Like what
It's not
happened
being
is-
scared, but you're almost like nobody wants to hear shit telephone. Like that's
Yeah,
like
that's
somebody
what I'm
saying
saying.
like, "Hey,
I don't-
so and so likes you," but you're like, "No, I want them to tell me that they like me." So you like honestly on some real shit. I don't know what personally you're going through because I have no idea what you guys are even talking about.
No.
But
Neither do
go-
I. I have no
No,
idea.
he
what
doesn't. He
happened.
doesn't.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
just. He was
None of
asking
us
when's the
do.
last time I was wrong. I was saying, yeah, the scenario came in my head. That was it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you bring them aside. That makes you the man. You realize that, right?
I get what you're saying. I've done that before.
And I don't think that like I hope that your apology isn't towards me because
No, no,
like
no,
oh,
no,
yeah.
no. I'm quick to admit my wrongs. That's
Yeah.
that's me. Hell yeah. People are saying, oh, you're a fuckboy. I'm like, no, I'm too honest to be a fuckboy. I'm straight to the point. I'm straight to the cut with it.
Oh, just
Like,
because you're
what you
honest don't
see-
mean you can't be.
Yeah,
That's
you can
it,
still
I'm
be a
honest.
fuckboy and still be honest.
That's a fact.
How?
All right. Listen, this is getting into a JD therapy session.
How?
I kind of like it though.
I know,
kinda
but
like
I'm
it.
straight to the point.
Listen,
Most
JD.
men
We're
lie.
gonna
I
talk.
don't. That's why I don't really click with that many men. I'm
All
just
right.
straight to the point.
You're taking
Okay.
away from the beautiful Alexis Fulton's time because now I'm
You're
gonna have
very
to.
right.
ahead.
You're very right. You're very
Now
right.
I'm going to have to do a speed round with you. First thing that comes to your head. Are you ready, Alexis?
Go.
Okay. Ideal partner. Any celebrity crushes? Go.
I want to be with Holly Berry.
Oh my goodness.
Oh hell yeah! You're hitting the spot right there.
Wait.
It's just
Of like
something
Holly
of-
Berry right now or Holly Berry like
Okay.
Nah, she's
Swordfish?
still popping.
Holly Berry.
Swordfish.
Okay, Holly Berry. Of course, when she was like in prime, when she was like
Swordfish, Holly Berry.
Catwoman, like when she's Catwoman type shit. Yo, that's a badass bitch, and she was like a strong woman, a strong black woman in the time frame that she came up in.
True.
That's like next to like Tyra Banks. Yo, you want me to just go on about all the women I'm in love with?
Wait. Is Tyra Banks and Holly Berry seeing anyone? Are they like involved? Are they married?
Last time-
Tyra Banks has a whole entire ice cream shop that she just opened. It's
Oh, so
all
she's
like
single?
vegan. Yeah, she's
Okay.
single. Look, none of them bitch. Look, I
very
promise you. What did they
entrepreneur.
say? Single but never lonely. Them bitches is never lonely. Just like the men with money are never lonely.
True.
All right. Next one. Would you be happy being a trophy wife?
If I had a trophy king next to me, then damn right.
Yeah, but that means you don't get to do anything. You don't have to work for yourself, and you don't get to do your own profession, but you're taken care of. It's all good.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, because you come from a hustling background, right? Yeah.
I have only known to do things for yourself. So yes, at one point in time in life, like I would love to be submissive to a man, but being submissive to a man doesn't. I don't know. Like,
well, so wait. I don't know if he's asking about being submissive. He's just talking about like having like a crusty old dude and just
Pay
being
for
a
your
trophy.
life.
Yeah, pay for everything.
absolutely not. I can go do that shit myself. Why do I need you?
All right.
Right.
I like this generation, yo. I love it.
But
Shit's getting equal.
one day, being submissive, but like letting a man like just like completely take care of you, and you have no worries in life, and like I don't know.
Right. If let's say this scenario, I'm sorry to interject on this, but so there's a crusty old dude, and he's like, I love you. I'm gonna treat you the best. Here's a credit card. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. Don't sleep with anyone else. But well, no. Like these are typically the scenarios that happen.
Of course.
Right. You don't have to work a day in your life. You can have your family. You can have anyone over. Anyone. Just bring anyone that you want. Your family, anyone. I'll take care of everything.
If I didn't know that I was already going to do it for my family soon in life, then maybe. But the fact that I already know that soon,
Eventually, yeah.
soon, very soon, I will completely be able to take care of my family. I'd rather have like a partner, not somebody that I have to.
I like that.
All right. And last one, give the losers out there something they can say in your DMs to get your attention. Go.
Do you like pasta?
JD, did I ask you?
I was giving the guy his free game. Be original. Be different.
If you're in, this is not only like my DM, but like when you comment on somebody's profession, if you go in a girl's DM, you're like, you're so fucking beautiful, you're so bad, I'd love to fuck you. That's like so stereotypical. Like if you're like, oh, like I'm not gonna lie, after I got on Fresh and Fit, like the amount of like questions and DMs that I was getting was absolutely crazy. But the ones that I feel like maybe that I actually even opened, I probably didn't respond to them, but the fact that I even opened them was like, I saw you on Fresh and Fit, you were different from the other women, you had a serious tone, your facial expressions were funny. Like if they're actually commenting on things that are not just like you got
Physical.
a pretty face, physical things for sure.
Exactly. That's
Comment on something other than physical, please.
Okay.
Last thing, any upcoming projects? I've seen some stuff that you been putting on your Instagram, but anything we don't know about that is coming out that we should look for?
Ooh, I am moving states this month, so I will be in the ATL.
Were you moving into Tyler Perry's compound or something? Or
Hey, she belongs there. I see her in a sitcom, a good series. You have character.
Crazy.
I love
So it was like opportunities like between like LA, Atlanta, New York. So I guess I say I'm moving to the ATL and I'm not 100% sure. I'm moving out of VA. I will be like, I have sitcom jobs. I have my podcast still going on, Fresh and Fit all the time. Hey, shit, maybe I'll come be DJ Wonder's new co-host.
Actually, I don't mind you take my spot.
Yeah, because
I love your voice.
every week he doesn't know if he wants to do it or not. So I like your.
Because I feel like I don't
your
deliver
attitude,
so
Alexis.
well on camera. I'm so sorry. I feel like I have a lot of content to talk about, and I just freeze a little bit.
It's
And
all right,
be like,
man.
oh, that's it, JD. That's enough.
No, you'll get used to it, man. You get used to
I
it.
want to be more direct, more bold. I think this generation wants boldness,
Yeah.
bold
Yeah, and-
topics.
Hey, Danny,
It's really
Danny,
sad
you
though,
see-
unfortunately, like in this industry, like, okay, this is something that my mentors taught me. Somebody's always watching you. So the things you say on camera, like, of course, you want to be bold, you want to stand out, but you can do that without being ignorant, without being like, stepping a boundary.
Damn.
And it's not only your boundary that you're stepping, it's somebody else's boundary. You have to realize that everybody else has their own boundaries, and everybody is watching at all times. So I'm like very anal about the shit that, like I said, clearly not too anal because I said anal and shit in the same sentence.
So I said something ignorant tonight. What did I say? I was ignorant.
You commented on something, but that's fine. But listen, Alexis, I just saw your words hit JD's. It just hit JD's face.
I'm not.
Like
my face is normal. I actually want to keep talking about this.
Hit
what
you.
ignorance say that shit did I say?
I like your hat.
Oh, thanks.
That's very nice. I like your hat too.
They discontinued it. Maybe I'll give you
I like
one.
your hat too.
Got you,
All right,
Becca.
listen.
So I can say the same thing. I like your. I'm kidding.
All right, Alexis Fulton. One more time, where can people find you online so they can check you out?
Find me at Puerto Rican Queen with 3 E's on Instagram and alexisfulton.com. If you want to book me, you can also email me at fultonmanagementteam.com. Whichever one, I promise I will get back to you or somebody will get back to you.
All right.
FultonManagementTeam.com. Okay.
Nice. All right, Danny, where can they find you?
Danny Cream City at in Instagram.
Now I want cookies and cream ice cream for some weird reason.
You should.
All right, come around, Dex.
Dex, you want to sit on my lap?
Oh, look at that. Dex decided to come. Where can they find you, Dex?
Dex Hobbs on Instagram.
Dex Hobbs on Instagram.
DXHOBBES. DripNinjaClub.com.
Why don't you two guys hug now that you made up?
We didn't make up anything. Listen, I love Dex.
All right, there we go. All right, Bong, JD, where can everybody find you?
I no longer have social media.
Okay,
After tonight.
that's fine, man.
After I was exposed, I'm a bad person. I don't want the gram to come at me hard.
Oh, stop! It's not.
Damn.
Hey, by the way, nice pennies on your,
All right, he said, JD, you didn't learn a thing. This has been Complete Animals, episode 9. YouTube.com/DJ Wonders, where you can find us. Any podcast provider as well. Just type in Complete Animals, and this guy has really been a complete animal
cheers.
tonight.
One more thing, fellas.
What's up?
If you buy a girl a drink, she doesn't owe you her number, okay? Be different. Just carry on. Be a gentleman. All right, it's been real. It was a nice weekend. That's what I learned over the weekend.
All right, you did great today,
It was
JD.
random.
Not actually. Bye-bye.